Hey guys, Prowl 1701 here, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 3 of the Space Museum, The Search, from season 2 of classic Doctor Who. And I liked it. I enjoyed it a lot more than its reputation. Still not as good as episode 1, because episode 1 sets up a lot of stuff. It's more like episode 2, just kind of continuing the story. Now, the Doctor's not actually in this episode. I'm guessing William Hartnell's probably on holiday. But I like kind of sometimes when that episode when that happens. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It works here because it does a good job of, in the story it explains why he's not there, because he's being, processed. So there's an in-story reason for him to not be there. Plus, it gives us time to focus on the companions. And so we get these moments with Barbara, Ian, and Vicky that fill out the episode really well. So the Doctor not being in it, it didn't even occur to me till after I got done watching it. I was like, oh wait, Hartnell's not even in this. So it wasn't me while I was watching it going, So that's done really well. I like that Ian just gets to be awesome in this. Ian is great. He gets to fight and hold people at gunpoint and stare down people while he's at gunpoint. Loving Ian in this episode. He is being the manly man here. Now, the scene when he's tempting fate, when he has the gun pointed at him, that's a little plot convenient, you could say. I will admit I wasn't quite believing that. I'm like, you're taking an awful chance here, Ian. But Ian could just be a good judge of character and could tell by the look in the guy's face the guy wasn't going to pull the trigger. Because some people can, I've never been in that situation. I don't know what I'd do. I've never had to hold a gun on anybody. Hope I never do. Ian could have just, noticed that, okay, this is someone I can tell by looking at him. He's not going to pull that trigger. And plus, I don't want to end up in that glass case anyway, so I might as well risk it. While I don't think it 100% works, it works good enough to where it doesn't bother me. Of course, all the companions get separated, so we get these moments with each of them. We get a little bit with Barbara, where she kind of gets locked in the room. But I do like when she gets rescued and the gas pours in, she immediately takes charge. It's like, no, it's gas. Covers her mouth, grabs the other guy by the hand and leads him out. She immediately takes charge of the situation. I like that. That's Barbara. A very, very strong character. Very strong-willed Barbara. I really like Jacqueline Hill and Barbara. I really, again, like Ian in this. I like the fight at the beginning outside by the TARDIS. When he first gets captured and the two of them are carrying him out, I'm like, that's not like Ian. I feel like Ian would keep fighting. And I was literally thinking that when they got him outside and he starts fighting both of them. And I'm like, yep, that's what I expected Ian to do. That is exactly what I was thinking Ian would do. And Ian's the kind of person I could see him taking them both. And then the fact he does just like the Doctor into making them think he's escaped when he was really just hiding behind the TARDIS. It very much mirrors what the Doctor did in, episode 2? When he escaped and made them think he had left when he was hiding in the Dalek. Ian kind of does the same thing here. I like how that kind of mirrors each other. That's pretty cool. And how he tricks the guy into looking the wrong way so he can take his gun from him. I love that fight scene, though, when they were fighting. There is one little spot right at the end before Ian runs off when he kind of hits the guy over the head until he misses him by like that much. Other than that, though, it's actually a pretty good choreographed fight scene for 60s Who. Because some of the 60s Who fight scenes are, well, they kind of had to do them in one take, let us say. Now, some of them are really good, like the one in the Romans. You can tell William Russell does indeed have some experience sword fighting, as they mentioned in Behind the Sofa, because that's a really good fight scene. So I enjoyed that. I enjoyed his no-nonsense approach. I feel sorry for the one guard he's holding at gunpoint, because that guy just seems like he's having a bad day. He just seems like, you know what, I just want to get paid and not die today. I'm just here for the paycheck and to not get killed today. I really feel sorry for that one guard, because he just doesn't want to be there. I really feel bad for him. And then there's Vicky. Vicky gets, she gets to some great dialogue. Vicky is just so much better developed than Susan. If Susan had been here, she would have whined about how hopeless it was, cried about losing grandfather, and then tripped over something and hurt her ankle. I can understand why Carol Ann Ford left because she was so frustrated about Susan's lack of development and the fact she never lived up to the potential of her character that was introduced in the pilot. Vicky is much better written, especially here. I love that she's a thinker. I love watching her kind of hotwire the computer to get into the armory. It very much reminds me of Zoe, and then I was like, oh yeah, that's right, because Vicky's from the future, much like Zoe, so they're smart with computers. It's nice to see that on display here, and that she uses it to get in. And I enjoy her dialogue just with the younger boys. I forget their race's name. But I enjoy her talking with him. Again, she's a thinker and a planner. And boom, she's all in on this revolution because she's trying to avoid ending up in the glass case too. So I enjoy what's going on with Vicky. I really enjoy, again, we don't get a lot of time with Barbara, but when she's there, she's good. But I love everything going on with Vicky and everything going on with Ian. So I was really enjoying this episode a lot. Like, you know, it's not like one of my favorites. Episode 1 is easily the best of the story, but I haven't felt like it just died down, like its reputation, you know, is given for the other episodes. Now, again, this is my first watch, so it's all new. Now, I don't know how well it'll hold up on a rewatch when I already know what's going on. You know, it might just feel formulaic, run and hide, fight when we have to, run and hide on rewatch. But on first viewing, seeing it for the first time, it is keeping me entertained. I am enjoying it. My least probably favorite of the 3 episodes so far, because episode 2 did have those humorous bits I really liked. But I still liked it. I was fine with it. I mean, I was enjoying my watch through of it. I didn't think I'd be watching the whole thing in one night. I figured I'd watch episode 1, maybe episode 2, and watch the rest probably tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow. But I have a feeling I'm going to end up watching it all in one night. And the fact that it is keeping me engaged enough to where I want to watch the next episode. It's basically watch an episode, do the review, edit the review real quick, get it uploaded, watch the next episode, repeat. And the fact that it's keeping me engaged enough that I want to do that, I think is very much a testament to the fact I'm obviously enjoying the story on my first viewing. So I will definitely give the Space Museum that. I've enjoyed these first 3 episodes so far. So I want to know what you think of episode 3 from the Space Museum, especially coming from the viewpoint of someone seeing it from the first time. So comment down below and let me know. Other things to do, go ahead and click that like button and that subscribe button. That helps me out, and I certainly appreciate it. I also have a Patreon. A link to that is down in the description below. That does help me keep bills paid. I want to give a shout out to some of my top tier patrons, Perkins, Colin Coney, and Stephen Crane. I appreciate their continued support as I do the support of all of my patrons. I also have a P.O. box as well if there's anything you would like to send me to look at and review. And I also have a link to my Amazon wish list down there as well. Most importantly though, thank you for watching.